Well, welcome back to the White Farm. This is episode 2. This will be our first official gameplay video. The last episode, or the first episode of the series, was a setup video. So here we are on the farm. We're in August as we normally start. And we're ready to go. We've got all our equipment. Well, we've got all the equipment that we currently have set up and ready. And now we need to do some work. So you notice the grass field out in front of us needs to be mowed. But we also have the wheat that needs to be harvested. So let me take a look at the calendar here real quick. We are playing with seasons. I want to make sure that we can get to the wheat harvest before we go into September. Now I'm playing at 1x speed, so we should have plenty of time. But what I want to do is try to play this with a little bit of realism thrown in. So normally, if you're going to cut a field and make hay, you need to get the grass mowed so that it can have some time to dry. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll start out with some mowing, and then we'll move into some harvesting. I do want to play a little bit slower on this playthrough. Now, some of you may or may not like that. But, oh, you know what? I don't know that I can pull that mower with that tractor. Let's see here. Now, we do have the mower leased. 65 horsepower. I don't think we can. So, where in the world did I put the case? It's back over here. So, yeah, going back to the speed of game play, I do want to play it kind of slow. I want to enjoy this playthrough, kind of work through the activities. So want to have as much of it on video as I can, within reason. You know, I don't want to spend an entire episode harvesting and only get through half a field or something like that. But I'll do some cuts and edits as I need to. But I do want to make sure that I do include you all with the majority of the gameplay. So I'm not rushed on this series. I'm not rushed to make a ton of money or anything like that. Like I mentioned in the previous video, I did not have a goal for this series. I just want to enjoy it. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, open this up and see what we have. Let's see, do we unfold it? We do. And it looks like just lower turn on, narrow windrow. Okay, so we actually have wide windrow, narrow windrow. I want to do a wide windrow, just so it will put down a bigger swath for a little bit of added realism. And you know what? I don't know that I can get over close enough to the fence. I think we can make it. Let's see here. Let's back up just a bit. Turn it on. And there we go. That's working out really well. It's actually moving along really well. You know what? Let's look at something here. Let's see what... Okay, so the the mod appears to be a little bit backwards on the work modes. I thought it was the way those panels, I guess, they're on the back. Now I am running through the fence. That fence actually has no collisions on it. Yeah, so it looks like the work mode is a little bit off. That's okay, we got it figured out. Yeah, this thing moves along at a good clip. Alright, I am going to run through the fence here. Oh, shoot, I hit the sign. There's wreck number 1. I'm just doing it just to try to get this, so we don't have to turn around and come down this other side. It's funny, I say I'm trying to add realism by letting the grass dry, and then I just drive through a fence. Now, all of you guys should know by now, we may have some conflicting information and some mishaps on this playthrough. Sometimes it's just not worth the extra effort to do something a different way. We'll go ahead and make another pass around the field. So I've never used this mower. I'm pretty sure I have never used it. So I was kind of interested to use it, to give it a try. It seems to be working out pretty good, and it moves along really well, so I don't know if that is entirely accurate for real life, but either way, it is working well. I do like this case mod, I tell you what, that is so cool. So what I plan on doing for this field, we're going to mow it. Now, we're not getting a very good yield, and I don't know if it will tell me here. Yeah, so it is a field, and it is only a 23% yield bonus because it does need lime. Also needs to be plowed. So that is something definitely need to do. How many times I'm going to say to do? We're going to handle that over the winter. But for the time being, we'll definitely get some fertilizer out on it. But until we can get it plowed under and get some lime out, it's going to be a pretty poor yield. And that's something we'll do over the winter time. But for now, we'll just let it grow, put some fertilizer on it, hopefully get another crop out of it. It may not be a full crop, but we'll let it grow as long as we can, and then probably make silage out of that batch. This go around, we're going to make hay out of it. We're going to put it in a barn, try to store it for hopefully some future cows. Now, with the fields that I currently own, really don't know if I'm going to have much to sell this year. So it's very possible I may have to do some contracts. That is something I am open to on this particular playthrough. Like I said, we're starting with some older equipment and a limited selection of equipment. There are still quite a few things that we need. So that's what we're going to do. Try to work our way through it and make the money however I can. I do have the lease to own mod installed, so that will help out. If I do need to get kind of tight on cash, I can lease things and then potentially buy them later in the future. And the other mod I installed on this playthrough is the Real Mud. I think that's what it's called. It's not going to do a whole lot. I'm not sure this map is set up for it with any of the spots along the areas, but I think it will affect our field work if it does rain. I will have to take that into account so that I don't get stuck in the field. I know I just come off the Rakanto sugarcane playthrough, and I was using some realism mods on there that really caused me some headaches, but I don't think the Real Mud will be that big a deal. I think it'll only affect us really if it rains. So that shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be too bad. Alright, so this is going actually pretty quickly. I am going to use some helpers during this playthrough, just to have some things moving along, different activities, just to keep things rolling. I like to keep my episodes to about 20 minutes or so, and unless I do a lot of editing, sometimes it becomes difficult to get everything in that I want to. So normally having some helpers run some equipment while I do other things just helps me with the flow of the video. So that is what we're going to do. Again, it is a Let's Play series, so we're just playing along, having a lot of fun. Alright, so this is going well. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and keep going with this. I'll just manually mow the rest of this video. And, not the video, I'll manually mow the rest of this field. And then we'll see about getting that harvester out of the shed. We're going to have to do some repairs on it before we get going with a little bit of harvesting. Alright, we are on the last strip here in the grass field. And while I was out here mowing, I got to thinking about what I need to do next. And, well, we may have to put off the harvesting for a bit, because there's something else that I need to get done. We're going to go do that right now, just as soon as I get this thing turned off and parked back under the barn. Now, one thing I need a pressure washer. I don't think there is a pressure washer on the farm. And the other thing, I don't know that there is a workshop. Actually, let's take a look at that here real quick. See if I see any place. I don't see. There's garden house. There's a fuel station. Yeah, I'm not seeing a repair shop anywhere on the farm. So I do have the field repair mod or whatever it is that I can actually just come out here and repair that way. So I may just go that route. I don't know that there's much room on this farm to place a repair facility. Might be able to get one with a small trigger or a small footprint put somewhere. But first things first, we need to put in a pressure washer, and I'm not real sure where the best place to put that is. Maybe right over here somewhere. Maybe we just put it right here beside the house. Oh, what? You know what? Is this a... Maybe this is a garage? Nope. I mean, there is a garage there. Let's turn on the help triggers here just real quick to see what we have. I haven't explored. Okay, so this is... Okay, so this is the production... Oh, this must be where some pallets spawn right there. Well, let's look around back here and see if there's anything there. What is that? Huh. Alright, so we have the greenhouse. There's a fuel tank. I don't see anywhere that has a repair spot. So I may look around for a mod just to put one in to make it look a little authentic. But with this trigger right here, we may not be able to put in the pressure washer there. This is, we may have to run back down here and put it somewhere. We could have put it right here in this corner, maybe. Or maybe out here somewhere. Or maybe on the back side over here. So let's put it back here beside... Ooh, what to do? I didn't think this one through. I did not. I sure didn't. You know what? Let's go on to... Let's just put it right over here by the shed. I think this is going to be our most used area. So I do have an interesting pressure washer. It is a Case International pressure washer, which I thought was really cool. Let's see if we can put, you know what, this will be a good spot right here. And let's turn off the, let's toggle the free mode there. I can't zoom in anymore. I think, yeah, we'll put it in probably about right there. That looks actually pretty good right there in that little grass area. And there we go. So, 800 bucks. But isn't that cool? I thought it was. Alright, let's back up the tractor here. Closer to the pressure washer, we'll get the mower sprayed off. And I'm going to leave the help triggers on just for a minute because the next thing that we're going to do is, well, we may need it because I'm not sure where everything is. That cleaned up really nicely. Let's go ahead and hit the tractor while we're at it, make it look nice and spiffy. Alright, very good. That is cool. I like that pressure washer. Alright, back on the tractor, and the mower is folded, so we'll go ahead and back it back into the shed. And so now that we have the grass mowed, I'm going to leave it in the field for a bit. Possibly even till tomorrow. We'll see how the day goes and how much time we end up with. Alright, so we have that done. And the next thing we're going to do, we're actually going to, let's just move this tractor right here for now. We'll shut it off. And we're going to hop over into the little Massey. I think our next task, we can use this tractor. So what we're going to do is get the greenhouse going, or the, I guess it's a garden. And it is a production here on the farm. And I want to get it going. So first thing first, we need some water. Now I believe there's a water trigger right down here. Looks like a water tank. I hope it doesn't charge us. I feel like water should always be free. And it charges us. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. We may have to look, well, I hate to add another water trigger to the farm, but I may have to. 200 bucks. Not terrible, but not great either. So we're going to run around over here behind the barn. I believe this is where we'll empty the water into the garden. Oh, you know, I don't know what spawns over there because it looks like the triggers for the garden is over here. So let's take a look. I'm going to turn these off. I'm not sure if it charges you if you don't have the materials. So we have 2 vegetable gardens. The only thing we put in is water. Oh, I bet that's what this is for the farm production. So we have mixed salad and strawberry jam. Okay. Well, let's get the water into the first garden. And let's see. I don't know how much it will hold. Probably a lot. Let's see. Okay, so about 4,000, 4,000 or 5,000 liters it looks like. Alright, let's go grab another tanker full. We can just cut right through here, I believe. And go ahead and turn all of the triggers back off. I don't like them being on. They're just a little bit too much. And then we'll put this in the other garden. Oh, we can get to it just right there. So now that both have water going in, let's go ahead over to the menu. And let's see, to make this mixed salad, we need tomatoes, lettuce, and strawberries. Or we can make some strawberry jam. I wonder which would be the better. Oh, that's interesting. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. Let's take a look at the prices on these two and see which one may bring us the best price. So the mixed salad is a really good price. Strawberry jam isn't as high, but you probably get more of it. And it would be easier to make because all we need is strawberries, whereas mixed salad, we need all three products. So I believe what I will do, so we have 2 garden beds, I think it is. Let's just do strawberry jam to start out with. I think that'll be good. So we'll grow strawberries in that one and that one. Now, one thing we could do is we could distribute this over to our farm production. And I may do that at some point in the future, maybe as things ramp up. But for now, we'll handle it manually. So I'm going to go ahead and run around here and top off both of those garden beds. And we'll try to get those filled up. So well, I planned on getting to the harvesting today. Unfortunately, I needed to do this first. So I do apologize for got your hopes up at the beginning of the video. But rest assured, the next one will for sure be out in the wheat field working on that. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, getting these 2 full of water. And then we'll see you next episode. That field out there, I need to harvest, but it is full of weeds. I'm not expecting a whole lot out of it. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure and click that thumbs up button. If you're new to my channel or just hadn't done so, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you back here really, really soon.